Boom. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Nearest stream. I'm Nearest, tonight we're going to be playing some Danganronpa 3 Killing Harmony. Excuse me, Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Yeah. We are in the middle of Chapter 3 somewhere. I think we're pretty close to getting to the point where, we're going to find a body. This chapter's been going for a while, so, I mean, we have to be close, right? Surely. Situation on the ground. Basically, Angie has brainwashed half of the students in the school that they should also follow her fervent religion of Atua tells her what everything is. And she's kind of using that to bully all of the other students into doing what she wants. Also what's happening is that Monokuma gave us, or the Kuma kids, the antagonists gave us a Necronomicon, which has details on how to resurrect one of our friends who's died so far. Team Angie is like, let's resurrect somebody. Team not Angie's like, this is a bad idea, and obviously a motive situation. Them injecting motive into the murder game. Let's not do that. So yeah, they've decided to resurrect Rantaro, which I'm actually kind of on board with. If we have to resurrect someone, it should be him. He seems to have some information about the past. So yeah. Anyway, also Maki is the ultimate assassin and is now our best friend apparently, which I'm okay with. I like her. Anyway, what's with that face? You look like you just woke up. I did just wake up. The announcement was just a minute ago. You wake up to that? It's soothing. If you rely on that announcement as your alarm clock, you'll start getting used to this place. Well, I suppose that's true. Hey, he's not dead yet. Alright, it's fine. Let's just go stop the ritual. Kakaito. I heard from Maki Roll. It seems like Anji's gonna do the ritual. Maki Roll? Don't give me such a weird nickname. You brought Kaito here, Maki? Is that weird? We need a backup plan in case the straightforward approach fails. Who better than Kaito for a less than straightforward approach? But Kaito, are you feeling okay? We don't have time to be worried about me. Gotta put a stop to this ridiculous resurrecting the dead crap. And then we can finally drop that topic, or else I'm not gonna last. Not gonna last. Kaito, are you scared? Aren't you? You should be scared. This is a scary situation. It's just that I remember that you don't like talking about ghosts and stuff. When I think about it, you've been acting strange ever since. We started talking about resurrecting the dead. Don't be stupid, there's no way. That's what I was right. Wait, you mean the reason you didn't come to training was because you were scared? It's not that I'm scared, that's just how my body is. I'm fine when it comes to cramped spaces, cramped areas, space, and zero gravity, but ghost stories? Give me the heebie-jeebies. Since I was a kid, whenever I hear him, I start to feel sick. Kaito was looking more and more pale as he spoke. Because of that, I haven't been able to eat or sleep since all this crap started. So that's what happened. So let's hurry and stop Angie so we can put an end to all this spooky stuff. If things get any scarier, I'll seriously die from a heart attack. Why are you looking at me like that? Unbelievable, you always act like you're not afraid of anything. Shut up! Let's just go stop Angie already. Come on, bro. Come on, Maki Roll. Hurry up. Seriously, don't call me Maki Roll. She's not making her angry face yet. We're fine. Anyway, let's go to Angie's lab. Let's hurry up and stop Angie so we can put an end to all this spooky stuff. Okay. Yo, what's up, Maki Roll? Can't believe someone your age would hide in bed because they're afraid of ghosts. Well, you know, this is just how my body is. Can't do anything about it. So you can't stand to be around us. You can stand to be around assassins, but ghosts are where you draw the line. I've been told that I'm scarier than any ghost. I'm not scared of you at all. Didn't I tell you you're just a weak coward and you just started our training? You of all people don't get to call me weak. Shut up! Let's go and stop Angie. Same dialogue again? Is it the same dialogue again? Is it the same dialogue again? She's not in a room, then she's probably in her lab preparing for the ritual. Okay, it looks like Kyo and Tenko are outside. We're gonna get resistance the whole way in. Does not appear as though we will get any resistance the whole way up. Kyo, where's Tenko? Tenko, where are you? Ohio, Tenko. Good morning, Maki. Good morning. Hey, are you ignoring Saihara? What do you mean? It's proper manners to greet girls before degenerate males. More importantly, have you guys seen Himiko? Yeah. I haven't seen her. She's not in the dorms. Guess not. I didn't get an answer from her after I knocked on her door. She must have gone out. Anyway, I'll go look for her. If you see her, please let me know. She must want to apologize for last night. It's very Tenko. Very like Tenko to take action. Kyo. Good morning, Kyo. Good morning. Oh, well, if it isn't Kaito, are you feeling better today? Yeah, somehow. Sorry, though, we don't have much time to talk right now. Well, don't push yourself. Things feel amiss without your boisterous voice. Yeah, sure, my bad for making you worry. Yes, and all because you were scared. Did you say something? It's nothing, right, Maki Roll? Quit calling me Maki Roll. That's nothing serious. Things just feel amiss without you there. We're sure there's no one on the first floor? Whatever, we'll just skip up to the third. No point hanging around here. Hi, Tenko's looking for you. You guys again. Himiko, why are you here? Were you keeping watch this whole time? I'm gonna do something just like that. Sounds like a pain. I just came to check on Angie. So, what do you guys want? Don't tell me you came to stop Angie again. Ah, yeah. Because the ritual is Monokuma's motive. We shouldn't just let it happen. That's exactly right. It's not because I'm scared or anything, okay? But it's good that you're here. She won't open this door for anyone but members of the student council, right? So tell Angie to open it for us. That's not possible. Not possible. Wanted to ask her how the ritual went, so I've been calling to her. But she must be really into her work, so she won't come out. Well, rip Angie, never forget. Won't come out. Are you sure she's in there? She should be inside. Both this door and the other one are locked. Both doors are locked. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked. But these doors only lock from the inside, which means there's definitely someone in there. Any response? Yeah. Actually, no. Maybe she's sleeping. No answer. We need to get inside right now. Why?
Yeah.
But you know, even if we wanted to check, it's locked, so we can't do. I heard everything, and I'm just as shocked as you are by what the tabloids are reporting. He can pick locks, so he can get in there. You obviously didn't hear anything at all. Where'd you come from? He's always there. Don't worry about it. We should know by now. Kokichi just shows up. Little birdie told me that now would be a good time to bust out my trick. Kokichi's trick. Ah, the lockpicking. Lockpicking? During the insect meet and greet, Kokichi was able to get into our rooms by lockpicking. Can you use your lockpicking skills to get this lab door open? Want me to pick this door, huh? Let me see. Kokichi bent over and peeked into the keyhole of the doorknob. He should be able to get that one open. The other one, I don't know that lockpicking would help with. It's a deadbolt that doesn't have a key. No, it's a cylinder lock. Now this type of lock is perfect for lockpicking. Yes, please Kokichi, open the door. It's rude to pick a lock without permission. Now's not the time for that. Something might have happened to Angie. Don't worry about that. Kokichi, hurry up and open the door. Sorry, Himiko. I'm only doing this because these three are threatening me. Nah, he wants to do it. Look at that innocent smile. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Child's play. There. Open, says me. That's simple? Not to brag, but I am the ultimate supreme leader, you know. Seems like she could be able to pick locks too. Being an assassin and everything. Lockpicking seems more suited to petty thieves. Ack, that cuts real deep, Maki. Let's go inside, I'm worried about Angie. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I guess it's just where I was. I was kind of wondering why Kaito was like my entire screen there. Coming out of the cutscene. I remembered my little trick. Well, you are the ultimate detective after all. I wonder what it's like inside. I'm so excited. Where are you dragging your feet? Let's go in already. No, I want to drag my feet some more. Hey, Maki, what's up? Let's hurry and check inside. If nothing's wrong, then that's fine. Going in without permission. I won't cover for you when Angie gets mad, you know. Wouldn't expect you to. When I touched the doorknob, I realized that my palms were sweating from fear. Fear? Why am I nervous? Who knows? No good reason. I'm sure it's perfectly cool in there. No problems whatsoever. I turned the doorknob, pushed open the door, and saw... Okay, it is Angie. Alright. I had her as more of a villain than a victim, but you know what? Culprit than a victim. But checks out still. Body has been discovered. Everyone please assemble at the Ultimate Art Lab. Indeed. She puked again, and it's green this time. Monofani's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. What on earth is about to happen? Who knows? And of course they use the ceremonial katana. So that means that the gold foil on it is going to matter because somebody's going to have gold foil on their hands. Let's pray for Angie. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Atua, please take care of Angie. Hey, why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her? Evidently not. I like this Maki character. But that's not true. Angie say Atua always by our side. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atwa, yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game. Oh, wait. This is part of the killing game? What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her. But why would someone do such awful thing? Is that what really happened? Really what happened? Is it possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but... Quit throwing up, you're contaminating my crime scene. Oh, vomit-soaked entrance. How novel. And the puke is green again, too. It's a pretty ominous sign. Oh, why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monodam? I thought you were going to make everyone get along. Don't worry, overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far, yes? No! Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not? No! They're literally split 50-50 right now. Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. But how? So let's get started. Conduct a friendly investigation, then we'll have a friendly class trial. Let's distribute these first. Oh look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monofani? By the way, I've been thinking, you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. More green puke. This is really unlucky. Thus, there's no use complaining. We're better off beginning our investigation. Is it bad that this is getting commonplace? So, everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes? Yep. I mean, by the third murder, we should be pretty used to dead bodies. Not Gonta. No way Gonta ever get used to this. Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. That's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin. Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice. That's true. But still, it's strange. This was a bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room. In the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual. Alright, bro, I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together. Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaito? Seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit. The culprit is really someone among us that killed Angie? Yes. Yes, Tsumugi. That's how this game works. You know that. Get how you feel, Tsumugi. But do you have to repeat that tired old line every time? Oh no, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student? Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? She made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual. Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her. What? Shut up already. It's her fault telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Kaito, are you alright? Sure. Sorry, Shuichi. Need to get some fresh air. Leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Yay, a competent sidekick. I mean, what? Kaito left still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage. You clearly settled right into your sidekick role. Beta boy toy. I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to send anywhere. Where's Miyu? So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right? Yes, let's take a look. Oh, she's here. Okay. I didn't remember seeing her, and she hasn't made any noise yet, which is unusual for her. The victim is Angie Yonaga. Yonaga Angie, the ultimate artist. Body was found in the ultimate artist lab. The time of death was approximately 2 in the morning. The cause of death was a stab wound to the back of the neck. The forehead also has a laceration. Alright, truth bullet get. The Monokuma file included the time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimonies. So the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Ottawa said... What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes? Remember the student council, that's... We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together. I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body. But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die. I don't care anymore. What? Surviving and everything else is too much of a pain. Why don't we just use your magic to revive Angie? This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible. We cannot say that with certainty, no? Ooh, are we gonna finally do the fucking seance? I hope so. Excuse me? Yeah. Well, of course resurrecting her is impossible. But I know a way we can speak with Angie. Oh man, it's gonna be like Rashomon, where we just have a seance and use the dead person's testimony, and we still have a mistrial. Anyway, we can summon her spirit with the seance called the Caged Child. Seance? Seance, what are you talking about? Cut it out already. Yeah, this is no time for jokes. Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation. For our investigation. If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close. First a resurrection ritual and now a seance? Are you messing with us? I'd appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times. Many times. On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish not to take advantage of this, yes? No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something. Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes? My earlier theory? The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It's not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head. So to prove such a thing impossible, I think it best we consult Angie herself. That logic is peculiar to say the least. Holding a seance to find out about the ritual, so we're gonna fight the occult with the occult. Okay. Well, I can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution. Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyways. We haven't even started yet. I'll help too. You too, Himiko? I can talk to Angie one more time. I'll do anything. I'll do everything. I'll do it. I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone. Do whatever you want. Okay, I will. So now we have 4 participants. Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the Caged Child requires 5 people. We're still one short. Hey, we should send Kaito because it would be funny to watch him in a seance. Fine, then Keyboy can come too. Guess we can't be taken. Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden? So then, we need a place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it? How about your lab? Yeah. No, in order for the Caged Child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough. See, then how about the empty rooms? Empty rooms, the ones on the 4th floor. There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark. Sure, I'm fine with that. I agree with Himiko. Remember, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room's always the best for stuff like this. How do you know? Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once. Shall have you 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment for my lab. Are you really going to do this? This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. Kyo, Kokichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene. That's right, Kaito walked out to go get some air. Are they serious about this stupid seance? Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, we should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Time to detect! That's an Economicon. Can't blow that up. All my Kuma coins, damn it. Just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked? Yes, I'm positive. Rattle, rattle, rattle. The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked it with the lock. Picked the lock to open it. We just read this line like 10 minutes ago, so we're not going to do it again right now. So we picked the cylinder lock open. I think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him. Would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocups took the key. Okay, here it is, but there's only one key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Swipe the key, lift in his mouth. Om nom nom nom. Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed as they pleased. So the front door is locked from inside the room. Not necessarily, I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. If it's a cylinder lock, you can lock it while you're inside with the door open. Then close the door behind you and it's locked. Yeah, you can't get back in, but... yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that it's just like a doorknob lock. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Yeah, that's not a deadbolt. That's just a doorknob. I have a funny feeling that my logic on that, which is it's a doorknob, you can just lock it and then close it. Lock it before you close it. Is going to fall flat, and it's going to be something stupid that I'm not thinking of. I'm looking forward to that frustration in the trial. Okay, the effigies are not important. How about these puddles of paint on the floor? Been awfully quiet over there, Iruma-san. This busty brainy beauty has us all figured out. Do share. You mean you know who the culprit is? The culprit? Fuck that! Shuichi, do we really have time to be listening to her? Hey, wait! Wait, goddammit! You're just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen. Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this. I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but you get how these weird wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose? But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions. Diversions? Yep, the corporal used these wax dolls to distract us from something. What do you mean by that? How should I know? Isn't that yeah. You're a waste of time. Kinda. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blamed her. How's her problem? No, we're not gonna read that either. So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. Say the devil's in the details, you know. Let's just see how detailed they really are. Hey, you tried to look up the wax figure's skirt. What are you doing? Stop that. What? I just want to see if this doll is wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited to see your dead girlfriend as a doll now? If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miu was a waste of time. Alright, Tsumugi, do you have anything important to say? Probably not. I'm not sure it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? Unlikely. Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko is trying to betray the student council. Yeah, she 100% did. So you suspect Tenko. Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into the lab. Yeah, but she got kicked out of the student council before the murder, so, you know. That's right, Angie did allow members of the student council to enter the lab. Yeah, Angie said it had been shut away here, working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice. I'll certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all. It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here. So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Except she's not, because she was kicked out of the student council before their murder, and she would not have been let back in. I'm kind of surprised these effigies are not a thing, especially since one of them has a fucking sword in her abdomen. Anyway. I guess that's not her abdomen. It's her chest. Or thorax, then. A murder at nighttime is strange. It's impossible even. Why do you think that? Student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime. I think everyone would go along with that rule. But it ought to was rule. Angie says he'd punish us if we not follow rules. The student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. She was? No way, student council would never break our rules. They should have been asleep in our own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she asleep in her room. Got brought here. So Gonta could have saved her if only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. No, Gonta no could save you. Find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. Hey Kaede, what's up? This door is in the back. It's in the left's back door. This door has a sliding lock and it's still locked. Marco's no one has used this door since we came in here. I believe Angie locked this door when she came in and it's been locked ever since. Oh wait, what's this? It's the gold foil from the katana! Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Gold and shiny, could it be? Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock. Want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. Carefully touch the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts. softly slid the lock open. Just as I suspected. This lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. Oh, look at my truth bullets. Right, quick. Still, strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door we came in from has a cylinder lock. Rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked. In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? You could call it that. Locked, huh? As the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monokubs. So both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rely on Kokichi's lockpicking, right? Could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie. Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the labs ourselves. You know, yeah, it was convenient, but that's because he always shows up at that convenient time. It's a pattern with him at this point. It's not actually that unusual. It's clearly suspicious. I mean, he's suspicious, but he's so suspicious that he's not. There's no way that he did it. Not at all. Again, I mentioned this last time. I mentioned it before that too. Kokichi has Final Girl written all over him, so he'll be around till the end. I'm not concerned about Kokichi. It's suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Kind of surprised I wasn't already a truth bullet. Necronomicon is not an item. Alright, let's check out the body. Angie's body, she's lying face down in the middle of the room. Are you going to take a closer look? Yes, I was planning to. Let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. It's not her first body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Okay, here we go. I was kind of surprised that you couldn't click on the effigies. Or the sword, but it's pretty clear that both matter. Or the Necronomicon. Let's start with the body. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to Monokuma's file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. Killing blow is a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely. What do you make of this wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind. But her two words are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack? Suppose that would be unnecessary. Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding that much. Okay, what I think happened is she got clonked somehow by the Necronomicon. We have to take a look at it first. Like, basically just, like, smacked herself in the forehead or some... Honestly, I think she smacked herself in the forehead to basically daze herself. And then... This is my weird theory. And then she let someone basically sacrifice her to resurrect Rantaro. Which means, yes, it is going to be one of her goons that did it. But which goon? We're very early in this investigation. We'll see where it ends up going. What's going on with these two wounds? Forehead injury has been added. What's wrong, Maki? Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder. What's this doing crumpled underneath her body? This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's hairs, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? I don't know. That's a mystery. Well, I guess we'll find out later. Surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body. It's partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did. Well, that's true. He's not a very good detective. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it. And it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki. Huh? Do you want to die? Stop! That can't be your only reflex, Maki. Chill out. Sorry, joking. Couldn't resist. You'll need to apologize. I was joking too. Joke? Less severely? That didn't sound like a joke, though. Ah, this book. The instructions for resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim. This was the motive, the Necronomicon. Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right? Yeah, so if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. What is a ritual? Do you want to talk to a dead loved one again? This simple ritual will return a departed soul to the land of the living. Here's how. Preparing the effigy. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant, and you can make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious to the effigy who it's supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. Sprinkle the ashes... I'm an expert, so that's why I wrote this handy manual. So easy, anyone can do it, even a monkey, even a bear! After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes of on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual is a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual. Baka Bakashi indeed. Angie really believed in this crap. It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true, but in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Okay, no blood on the Necronomicon, so maybe I was mistaken. 4 effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling. If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures. Is this rope from the warehouse? I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that could be used for murder. Anyway, I still know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out. The effigies look exactly like real people, not just their faces, but their bodies as well. The ultimate artist certainly was talented. By the way, why is the effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? Nope. I'm not sure. It's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right. To go into this much work, then there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? Okay. A katana stabbed into Kaide's wax effigy. Who did this and why? Let me see. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't. You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out. Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while. It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it. Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist's lab. That's so. Could probably assume this is a murder weapon, judging from the blood stains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab. Why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon? I have a funny feeling it might not be the murder weapon. It might be the forehead smacking weapon, though. We should check the size of the wound on her neck to the size of the blade. I don't know. Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon. Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. May have been in a hurry. Maybe they needed a long weapon like this. A long weapon? My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length. I want to go to her lab now to verify that. Oh, really? Not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know that I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used the sword since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how do they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now. It must be pretty old for the leaf to flake off like that. Oh, why did you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to watch them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaide's effigy. I'm gonna put the katana back where we found it. If it's not too hard, if it's too hard to watch, look away. No, thank you. I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back in the wax effigy. So, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this. Then what's the reason for this? I honestly have no idea. Should investigate where this weapon came from. Might find a clue there. The Ultimate Anthropologist's lab. Yes, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. It did. Lucky, talk to me. There's still things to investigate here. If you say so. So we already looked at the effigies, we looked at Angie's body, the sword. Wait, is Gonta still here? No. So I did look only at the Kirimi doll. Maybe if I look at the other ones, we'll have more information. Small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck. This blood is dry. Okay, I guess we need to look at the body twice. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. Wait, what? It's the 2 a.m. time and death listed in the Monokuma file. Kenji's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong? It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Who knows? Certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless. Anyway, let's continue. I think we're investigating here now. Alright, let's mosey. Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. I don't know how much time we have to investigate, so we need to hurry up. You're right, first we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist's lab. We may find a clue related to the katana. It's true, we need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Something wrong, Maki. Just occurred to me, why am I acting like your partner? Because we're partners now. Duh. Don't ask stupid questions, Maki. Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Okay, there's a bunch of people in there. Yep, they're doing work. How's Kaito? If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from Japan. Oh, I can punch stuff over here. Cage's child book is still here. Kyo said that he has read it so many times he can recite it by memory. I suppose he doesn't need it to perform the seance. This cloth. Ah, I see. It's white fabric that covers the cage and the cage child. I suppose they already took the cage to the room. First, we should confirm whether the katana used in the murder really came from here. Still, there's tons of weird-looking stuff in this place. Thought it was all a bunch of useless junk at first, but I guess it's not. Sorry, don't mind me. It's an empty scabbard. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath. Maki, the gold leaf definitely came from here, I'm certain of. Gold leaf katana definitely came from here, I'm certain of it. Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all. Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it. Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too. Mayhap we should go check her lab to see if anything's missing. It's Kokichi! Oh, what are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the scene, with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look. It's just her face.
とにかく
Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it. Something for the seance? Yeah, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
何なの
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage and a wooden dog statue and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
というわけで
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet. Study?
と
So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around and heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it? Yep, it says Caged Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see, what does it say about the Caged Child Seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Caged Child is mentioned here. Yeah, Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in the picture.
と
Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, in a dark place with no light.
確か
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Caged Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
なるほど
It also says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. Dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue? When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. After the song asked, "Is the Caged Child?" then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. Bayonara! That sounds complicated.
でもさ
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of those copies, I've already memorized it. Kihihi, but I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on a real one. What a trick of fate.
だよね
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why I left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it.
でも
But is it even possible, contacting Angie's ghost?
にしし
So curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
あのさ
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
ほら
Still time, you know, the seance hasn't even started yet. Oh, well, you don't have the sheet.
確かに
Maybe it's better if you join them. You think so?
意味わかんない
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh? Yeah, I think you're right.
にしし
Now you're talking.
よーし
Well, I'll be waiting for you. The 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room.
ね
Alright, let's go to the seance. Okay. I've been busy.
いや
So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi?
くっくっく
You are most welcome to join us.
おっと。
is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join. Oh man, what a shame. Well, Kibo, you're out.
僕ですか?
Why me?
じと
I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while.
いいですか?
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice.
ほら。
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
君という人。
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
バカにしないでください。
No one's apologized yet. Fine, fine. Our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
失礼な。
Why would I do that? Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine. I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. What did I do? You showed up. That's what you did. How dare you? For now, Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
いいかな。
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it's easily disturbed when stepped upon.
ね
Do this magic circle with salt?
え。そうだよ。
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
じゃあ。
Salt a splash! Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
恐ろしいね。
but it may also unleash a curse. Got it. I'll be careful. Surprised you're able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
大丈夫。
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child song memorized. You must do the same.
いいかな。
At last, at long last, your young guard dog and okay. I've copied the words to the song here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark. To memorize the lyrics now?
おや。
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here's the melody. Listen to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Right, I think I got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
じゃあ。
Well then, let us begin the ritual right
興
away.
奮するよに。
Yay, we finally get to see Angie.
さて。
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would be best to work with a girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
いいえ。
No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
そうです。
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way, you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
お願いです。
Please. Tenko.
そういえば。
Also, Himiko, let me say one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
この野郎。
Venting anger into something can really cheer you up.
はい。
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. Seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
さて。
So now that we've decided on a spirit medium, let's begin.
Hi.
Alright, Himiko. I'll see you later.
では、口寄せ役の茶柱さんには中央の円の中に入ってもらうけど、魔法陣を踏まないように中央の円へとつながる通路を歩いてくれる？
足元が暗いので注意して移動しなければなりませんね。
次にその円の中で亀になってもらいたいんだけど、目印の石を置くからそこに額をつけた体勢でお願いするよ。
さっきうちが中庭から持ってきた石じゃな。 そんな石で大丈夫か？
これは地面に額をつけるための目印だから何でもいいのさ。
こうですか？
ちょっと体勢が苦しいかもしれないけど終わるまで我慢してね。決して途中で顔を上げたり体勢を変えたりしてはいけないよ。
お茶の子です。天子は体の柔らかさは星5つレベルですからね。
Be as turtle. Okay. Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
そうだね。
First, we must place this iron cage on top, atop Tenko. So leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. Please keep in mind, walk carefully so as to not disturb the magic circle. Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
嘘はつくもんじゃないね。虚弱体質の俺にはまさに荷が重いよ。
鉄でできてるだけあって結構重いね。
Should I go into in for this?
ちょっと天子の上に落とさないでくださいよ。
分かってるよ。捜査中に死体発見アナウンスとか笑えないしね。
不吉なことを言わないでください。
疲れた。で、次はこのカゴ白い布で覆うんでしょ。
その役目は僕がやるよ。さて、これでよし。茶柱さん、大丈夫？
床しか見えない体勢なので分かりませんが、おそらく大丈夫だと思います。
じゃあ次が最後だね。この上に犬神様の木像を乗せるんだけど、
Inugami.
これは4人でやろうか。
Yeah.
犬神様はかなりの重量だからね。
So the statue is heavier than the cage, huh? Yeah.
4人がかりでもかなり重いね。
これは1万キロはありそうだ。
いや、せいぜい80キロくらいだと思うよ。
Oh, what is that in metric? 50 kilograms? No. I'm curious, I'm looking it up. $80.
疲れた。
80 kilograms.
魔法を使えば楽に運べたんじゃが、高齢術で魔法はいかんしの。
そんなに重いものをカゴの上に乗せて大丈夫なんですか？
そもそも高齢術用の鉄カゴだからね。重さに耐えられるようにできているはずだよ。
ならいいですけど。
じゃあ僕らは魔法陣から出ようか。出る時も魔法陣を踏まないように気をつけてね。さて。
This is a point of no return. Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
わかりました。
I won't say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance.
じゃあ
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. Okay, but what about the candles? Each stood in a different corner.
そろそろ部屋を暗くしようか。ろうそくの位置が近いのは大間くんと犀原くんだね。じゃあろうそくを消して戻ってきてくれるかな。壁
暗くした後でまた隅まで戻ってくるんだね。オッケー、分かったよ。
夢野さんはそのまま動かないでいいよ。 君のそばの床は隙間が空いてて
Oh, we
危な
need to
い
check
か
the
ら
gaps in the floor.
ああ、わかったぞ。
部屋が暗くなったら僕が歌い出すからみんなもそれに合わせて歌ってくれるかな。その歌の後で僕が与永さんの霊に呼びかけるけど彼女が答えるまでは死後現金で頼むよ。
ねえ、降霊術が終わった後は俺と犀原ちゃんがまたろうそくに火をつければいいの？
Wait, do we have lighters?
そうだ、ね。
あ、
倉庫からマッチを持ってきたからこれでろうそくに火をつけてくれるかな。
ほよ。じゃあろうそくの火を消すね。
I walked up to the candle closest to me and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing.
とうとらとうた
Kyo led us all in the Caged Child song.
いんのこおんのこお山の下でかごかけてくれやんせとうとらとうたかごからでやるは双子がひとご
Funk!
いんのこ逃げたかおんのこ黒たかとうとらとうた
Conduct the seance! Achievement unlocked. We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
ね
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? He began calling. Now, if the medium answers,
えね
is the Caged Child Yonaga Angie? I should have done that the first time. What's going on?
えね
Is the Caged Child Yonaga Angie?
どうしたんじゃ？
Shh! You're ruining the seance, Yumeno!
え待って
What's wrong? Why is she answering? Himiko, it's very clear that you're not to speak, yes.
うん
Something's weird. Why won't she answer?
と
Oh, maybe it failed. Maybe she got smushed by the dog statue. Did we all murder her? Are we all going to die?
そうだな
Let's light the candles briefly. What? Is that okay?
まあ
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. Managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. There's blood down there.
も
Hey, what's going on? Did it really fall? Fail?
そんなはずは
It shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
なんじゃ？
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there?
あれ
Tenko?
そうだね
Ah, I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her.
うにしし
She follows orders well, but... How about we let her out for now?
待って
Wait, dark arts such as these need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be in the same who brought them in. Wait, hold on. Those, okay, so we all need to remove the dog, then Kokichi removes the sheet, and then we're gonna freak out because she's dead underneath. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
ち
Seeing as how this is a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna recycle this asset. Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us how to clean everything up. Oh, look, the floorboard's loose. How about that? We're careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kyo directed.
じゃあ布を取るよ
Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
おや
How did we not notice that the fucking floorboard was missing while we were standing over
ど
there?
うしよ
Something is amiss. Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... She wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Oh, first name. Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed at the cage and lifted it up and... So much for my theory that Tenko is too dumb to die. The other games had characters that were too dumb to die, and they didn't. Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monofane's green puke was predicting this tragedy. It's yellow now. Oh, never mind, it's just puke colored. Oh, the puke's color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this. Everyone please assemble in the seance room. Second body discovery announcement played. Didn't take long for everyone to come running. Tatenko, seriously? What is this? How did this happen? Tatenko, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. Gonta might be the one who's too dumb to die this time. I don't think so. I think Gonta's days are numbered. Just not sure how big the number is. Shuichi, explain the situation. Thought you were conducting the seance. What happened? I don't know. What's happening? I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now you should maybe start the investigation right away? Before that, I would like to confirm something. The corporal who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes?
だとすると
What happens in the event that there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial? Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen? Why do you look lost too, Monodam? Thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do, really. I don't know. Aw, man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate. Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help. If you've already forgotten, Daddy's in no condition to help us. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that. It's all your fault, Monofani. Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own. Gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now. It's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monodam. Daddy, I love you, so please go back to normal. Father, I want to see you. Father, I love you with all my heart.
Yeah.
You're making me blush. Were you good while I was away?
可愛い我が子たちよ、ありがとう。お前らがこの試合を仕切ってくれたおかげで僕もリフレッシュ休暇を満喫できたよ。
やあ、細ばゆい。お父ちゃんの愛が激しすぎてびしょ濡れだよ。
あたい、こんなに舐められたの初めて。父の下で新しい快感に目覚めてしまいそうだわ。
わあ。
いやいや。
Man, that vacation is just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
ぶっちゃけ
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on a vacation. But I was able to do it.
幸せだな。
The secret is just to leave whether you get permission or not.
えっと
Real talk. Huh. Wait, so then who's this Baldy then? It's Baldy.
あ
Oh, just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone.
あら
Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
ー、なんで
Thought you were supposed to be relaxed.
待って。
Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again?
あ
Oh, that's right. What happens if to your votes if there are 2 blackened candidates?
お答えしましょう。
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served. First come, first served?
あのね、
Blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
つまり
In other words, if the Blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the Blackened.
ぷぷ。
Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself was a waste of a victim.
というわけで、
Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it
ど
later.
うぞ。
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too.
お父ちゃん。
Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leader's got to be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst. Daddy, you're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp.
僕は幸せだな。
There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I'll never let any of you go.
あれ？
He just left us while he was saying he'd never let us go. That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy. Oh man, don't say that. Hi, Monodon. Problem?
えっと
So to make sense of all that,
いいですか？
if both murderers have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer. We don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
そうだな。
Sure, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
興奮するよに。
Ah ha ha, finally things are heating up. I'm getting so excited. Okay, you fucking psycho.
周一。
This is bad. This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
でもよ。
So, this is where you need to step up.
いいか。
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. Ah, see what he did there? Since he's the ultimate astronaut, he channeled his inner Picard. Yeah. Alright then, let's check the Monokuma file first. Boop. The victim is Chabashiro Tenko, the ultimate Aikido master. Body was found in the middle of the empty room on the 4th floor. Time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Stab wound on her neck, the same as Angie's cause of death. Doesn't look like a coinky dink. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse. God, not again. Curse.
ちょっと
Lucky roll, save me.
何が呪いだ。
桃田君落ち着いて。
呪いなんてあってたまるかよ。ふざけんな。
ふざけてるのは あんたの方でしょ。殺されたいの？
You know, if you keep saying that so often, Maki, it's gonna lose its impact. A dull sound reverberated through the room.
大丈夫？
悪い。
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad for a different reason. I'm gonna go get some fresh air. So I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
そうだよ。
True, we haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
こんなことって。
It's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And to think earlier, I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
悔しいよ。
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. Investigation resume.
あのさ、
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
分かったよ。
Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
いいえ。
No, that won't be necessary. Ooh! Is Kibo gonna activate his flashbang ability?
あ
Yeah, it's not necessary. Oh, yeah, she knows all about it. Flashbang, you know? Why?
あ、ええか。
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. Illuminate!
美人すぎる天才美人発明家こと入間美優様がキーボのメンテナンス時に追加した新機能だ。
ここは任せてください。僕が光となって皆さんを照らします。
照らせ照らせ照らしちま
Big Floyd reference. Fine by me. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
え。大丈夫。
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate. Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth ball label. I am the morning sun.
任せてください。
Leave it to me, I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
そんなはずは。
Why did this?
やっぱり
Kyo, I know the murder is pretty shocking.
もちろんだよ。
Of course, I'm shocked about that as well, but why did the seance fail? Because she was dead! You can't have a seance if the medium's dead. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. We performed all the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
そうだ。
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time.
バカバカしい。
Not the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did you get killed during the seance? Yes, you did.
そうだね。
True, it may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
あ、そう。
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. After that, I placed a white cloth over the cage, and all four of us placed the wooden dog statue atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
そう。
Finally, we all sang the Caged Child song. The seance should have been complete, but now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Funk. It's a mystery to me as well. Thought someone may have tripped. Perhaps. It's a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows
どう
something.
なの？
And then what happened? We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. Then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Guess I took off the white cloth, and then Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it, it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance. But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes. Then when was she killed? Yes, that is a problem. There's another problem. And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out. Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone did someone else sneak in here? Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo this new function. Now then, Kung Fu's killer, obviously. One of you stupid assholes who signed to do up to this bullshit seance in the first place. No, not necessarily. Well, seriously, the seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her? Do you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance? There's no other possibility. Shit for brains. God, you don't even know that. It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive. Well, the candles were relit. She had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time was Tenko killed? The candles were blown out. Maybe an important point of this case. Man, what a lame function. Should have made him like a... Okay. Nothing useful there. These floorboards seem a little unstable to you. They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down, they're just lying on top of the cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. It's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top, that's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy, I can't imagine they come loose easily. If someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right? Yes, I suppose. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this. Sniffle, I'm sorry, Tenko. Cry later. Crying won't bring Tenko back. If we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too. Need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and all of us. You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize.
Oi!
Himiko, hey Himiko, be strong Himiko. Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's gonna break. But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here. She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. Both of her girlfriends are dead. First Angie, then Tenko. Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta could protect friends? Alright, let's look at stuff. The white sheet we used for the seance. It's placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it. This cloth is pretty thick. Similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque, and on the back, look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through the cloth. She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Bloodstain. Get. Dog statue. It's the wooden statue of a dog used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. The palindrome. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
確か
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds, 80 kilograms. That's about the weight of 2 girls. What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother?
と
Well, what?
冗談だよ
Didn't he and Kaide hold hands at one point? I think that counts, right? I'm kidding, anyway.
これって
If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily. Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding either. Dog God. Truth bullet, get. Okay, so our magic circle is all fucked up. This is a cage used in the seance. Looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage. Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We're supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
ね
Hey, look at this.
えこれって
Blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah.
そうだな
Yes, I imagine so. The spatter must have been made when she was killed.
どうなの
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. When the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
だったら
She was stabbed right when the cage was lifted. That would explain the bloodstain, right? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. Iron cage has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Tenko's dead body, she took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound on her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. Didn't hear a scream during the seance. Oh, wait. Understood, I will not say a word until the seance is over. Did Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain? Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out. What do you mean?
どうせ
You were concerned about that, right? With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die.
と
You're speaking from experience?
当たり前だよ
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
ところでさ
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. Sword's too big to fit in the... Well, actually, I don't know that for sure, but my guess is that the crawl space underneath the floor here is small enough that the sword would be unwieldy. And there wouldn't have been enough room to use it under the cage anyways. The sword is not the murder weapon. Anyway. I think somebody stole a knife from Maki's lab. Or Maki stole the knife from her. I don't think she did it. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Rock. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be. Place rest her forehead upon the stone marker I placed here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Your shoulder work. Certainly, it merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon. Tenko had her forehead on the rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. I kind of want to see what the truth bullet says about the marker stone, because if she got stabbed in the back of the neck, it seems like it would have blood on it. Okay, I'm not sure what that's going to mean. Ah, the floorboard is loose. It's one right under Tenko.
どうして
Why is this floorboard loose?
確か
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
なんで
Why would it come loose during the seance?
でも
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. And someone must have loosened it on purpose. Yep. Hole in the corner. I was gonna check these. And the other rooms too. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for his person to fit through, but still.
これって
A hole. Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. You can see something below. Looks like something dropped down here. Wait, something dropped down there.
ちょっと
Can we check everywhere else? Why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves? Right, let's do it. Can I do that now? Oh, I guess we need to look at the candles. Candles hung on the walls. They're the only source of light in the room. Other than Kibo, there are no windows. The room is pitch black. How the Cobra killed Tenko in complete darkness. Darkness! Imprisoning me! Ah. It's the magic circle Q drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
まったく
See, it's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was
あの
unavoidable.
さ
Is this drawn with salt?
そう
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
は
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
くだらない
Ridiculous. I have performed many successful seances. Why? I even had spirits enter my bow.
もういいよ
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Like it really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
でも
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
別に
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
ね
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Alright, let's check out that hole. Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor.
ところでさ
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light? Let's throw Kibo down there.
そうだな
Oh. That's boring. Let's bring a candle with Kibo's light from up here. That should be fine. Now I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down. Okay, got it. Pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole under the floor. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours. Let's look around for clues.
あのさ
It would look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place. Yeah. Candle. There's a hole, never mind. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
ね
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part's rotted away. It's like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
確かに
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? The corporate could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
いや
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. Did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move in there. They could have used a light like we're doing right now.
まあ
True. Use the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? I don't think so, because it was dark in the room, right? Bloody sickle. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Dried blood. It's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. That's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood there?
ね
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. Oh, that's where Angie got clonked. Okay. The forehead laceration. You're right, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of this
どう
floorboard.
なの
Did Tenko's blood spatter here when she got killed?
そうだな
I wonder, can't be sure yet. Well, these blood stains here are completely dry. For some reason, these particular stains are dry. It's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it. The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
これって
This came from my research lab. Yup. Yup. It did.
あのさ
Sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
まあ
It's kind of an awkward shape. She's attacked with this. She wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
そうだよ
Since Tenko was in a cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
でも
Even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
そうだね
Cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I think it's impossible. But her posture is the question. Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
そうだな
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. A cut crosspiece. Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboards is cut off.
そうだね
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too. From what I can see of it,
そうだな
this wasn't cut off naturally, it was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why? Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
だったら
What purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose. The crosspiece supporting it had been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? We finished investigating here.
いいかな
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floorboard, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
ところでさ
I've only been investigating this room. Sure that's wise?
Eh?
What do you mean?
だって
If Angie and Tenko had different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for is the culprit for the first murder, the culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma
だった
said.
ら
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's? Yes, of course. They're connected, so we should investigate both. Anyway, but this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of those two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way, but if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, you should probably hurry. Alright, will do that. But first, I'm going to take a quick break here. We've been going for a couple hours. Ads are about to run, so I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break and get some water and stuff. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Stay tuned. Thanks for waiting. Let's investigate this murder. I almost said solve it, but that's not going to happen for a while. We have like 13 twists and turns in a class trial to go through before we can solve it. Hi, Miyu. Oh. Maybe y'all have anything new to say?
なんで悔しいよ。
どうして
もういいよ。
ね
I want to think over to the seance once more. Wish to know why it failed. Well, perhaps we'll find more clues. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use mouse keyboard for this now. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko in the spiritual medium. Using herself, turtle magic. We're gonna have to smash through this. Okay, there's no new information there. You're awfully quiet over here. What you doing, Tsumugi? I'm gonna do my best for Tenko to... Okay, I've seen all we need to see here. Okay. Well, I came in the hallway. Scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. My final girl is dead! How did this happen? Who did this? Never mind. This is very on brand. Did I surprise you? Are you gonna scream and cry in terror? What are you doing? Oh, sorry, I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood. Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through a floorboard. Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard. If you're gonna lose consciousness, do it till after you told us everything. Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck. Crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Oh my god, it's...
殺し合いの誇り、自信と夢。殺し合いファンよ、胸を張れ。そして、しかと見届けよ。プロ野球、サッカー、スマホゲー、よく見ていろ。これが殺し合いのパワーだ。殺し合いは絶対に負けない。全生徒、学級裁判場に入場です。
Oh, I feel like a doofus. I didn't realize we were so close to the the class trial. Guess time's up. Oh man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you trying to check? I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seances as what was written in the document. Drew his magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about the whole thing. I wanted to check for check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial, so see you there. Dude, he needs to rest. He has a concussion. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Let's go to.
そうだね
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous
殺され
sometimes.
たい
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Kill me, mommy? I mean, what? Oh, am I actually having to make my own way there? Fine, I'll go to the fucking Shrine of Judgment. I'm a quick travel because I'm going fast. I'm glad I got that last little level up there. Might give me another skill point. It appears we have all gathered. But it seems there are less and less of us. Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery.
大丈夫
Oh, I guess he's better now. But don't worry, I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. Wait. I want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
大丈夫
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito? Yeah, I'm feeling better now, but wow, Maki roll sure does pack a punch.
知らない
It's your fault. No need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
つうわけで
Now, that's a tall order, but try and use your brains this time, so I don't have to use mine.
おーし
These golden brain cells of mine are a rare gift to the entire world.
よくないな
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
なんないだぶ
Ottawa, please lend us your power. May be difficult for us to rely on Ottawa. Thank you, Kibo, for seeing the light. Considering what happened to Angie, whom Ottawa loved most of all. She shouldn't have relied on Ottawa in the first place. Seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in a god, especially Ottawa.
僕だって
So what? Robots can believe in God.
そうです
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean.
ふっふっふ
You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do when I'm in
ちょ
trouble.
っと
How long are you gonna say that for? Ottawa and ghosts don't matter right now.
くよ
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap. This trap.
そうだな
He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
もういいよ
No, he didn't. Yeah, there's no way.
なあ
Shuichi, say something. What should I say? Good talk. Ottawa and ghosts don't matter right now. The culprit is among us. Oh, she said the thing. Anyway. So in the end, the culprit really was. No, it's nothing. We can talk about this once the trial starts. Going to do his best to help.
待ってください
It's true. I don't know if it can be attributed to God per se, but I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. It's called your conscience. I can't explain why, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to
土
it.
下座しろ
Shut up! Why the fuck is a robot talking about God anyway? It's unseemly.
バカだな
That inner voice is probably just a radio or something, like in taxis and
払いま
stuff.
せんよ
It was unwise of me to confide in you all. Yep, it was. With these assholes in the room. Speaking of assholes, hello.
いいか
Try using okay. We already said that. Cool beans. I respected Angie and Tenko so much since the moment we met. That's a lie. Nothing's gonna be solved by crying about it. Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
嘘だよ
Yep, you guys have me figured out already. There's no point in keeping up the act. Kokichi never changes no matter what situation he's in. Alright, Kyo, what's up? Why is this? I never did figure out why. Still more interested in that than the case. She was dead! Dead medium equals... no one to channel the ghost. Oh, I'm getting coins. Yay! As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard, we descended. Perhaps because there are fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. So we fell faster and faster, downward, into the black. Would it move down faster if there were more of them? The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it? Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed, don't make Monodime sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth, let's hurry up and get this started. Alas, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. And I got Angie, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try and prevent the killing game. Then Chabashiro Tenko, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two of them were killed using... the two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Oh, look at this page. They're all still alive. Two different people? To pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find out the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. I was paying attention. Was Runtaro even on those pages? Probably. Alright. Okay, it says normal. Cool. Alright, well, I absolutely 100% do not have time to do this trial today, so, yeah, I think we're gonna call Danganronpa here right now. Yeah,